Once upon a thunderous night, in the heart of Tokyo, a peculiar disturbance shook the earth. People gazed up at the towering skyscrapers, their faces filled with dread as the unmistakable roar of Godzilla echoed through the city. The colossal beast had risen from the depths of the ocean once again, casting a long, ominous shadow over Tokyo's skyline. Meanwhile, in a dimly lit underground club on the outskirts of the city, the members of the legendary heavy metal band Gojira were in the middle of a fierce rehearsal session. As the ground trembled beneath them, they felt a strange resonance in the riffs they were playing. It was as if their music was responding to the monstrous presence above. Joe Duplantier, the band's frontman and guitarist, halted the music abruptly. His eyes narrowed, and he looked at his bandmates with an intensity that sent shivers down their spines. "We were born for this moment," he declared, his voice echoing with determination. The members of Gojira, Joe Duplantier, Mario Duplantier, Christian Andrew, and Jean-Michel Labadie, exchanged determined nods. They knew what they had to do. With their instruments in hand, they rushed to the surface, where chaos reigned. Godzilla's rampage was relentless, and the city's defenses were faltering. Buildings crumbled, and the city's inhabitants were in a state of panic. Gojira, however, were unyielding. They unleashed a wall of heavy metal sound that cut through the chaos and reached the ears of the colossal beast. Godzilla turned his massive head toward the source of the music. His eyes, filled with fury, met Joe Duplantier's unwavering gaze. For a moment, it seemed as if the two titans were communicating through the language of music and might. The battle that ensued was unlike anything the world had ever witnessed. Gojira's music became a force of nature, a sonic assault that pushed back Godzilla's destructive energy. With every thunderous riff and pounding drumbeat, they weakened the monster's resolve. As the battle raged on, Gojira's music began to resonate with something deep within Godzilla's ancient soul. The beast's roars grew weaker, and his movement slowed. It was as if the power of music had the ability to soothe even the most ferocious of monsters. In a final, climactic crescendo, Gojira unleashed a symphony of sound that enveloped Godzilla, calming the beast's raging heart. With a low, mournful roar, Godzilla lowered himself back into the depths of the ocean. Disappearing beneath the waves, the city of Tokyo, battered and bruised, was saved. The members of Gojira stood triumphant amid the ruins, their music having conquered the mightiest of foes. They knew that their destiny was not just to create heavy metal, but to use it as a force for good whenever the world needed it most. And so, they continued to play, forging a legacy as the saviors of Tokyo and the masters of monster metal.